Welcome to another edition of Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at, this is a 200 free that was submitted on Reddit. He was asking for some help. He wanted to try to, I think he's trying to break 2 minutes in the 200. And so I broke down a stroke and his race, and we can take a look at what he was doing, where he can improve. So here we go on the start. He's going to be the last one that pops up kind of in the middle of the pool, so right there. Here, I'll back it up a little bit, and we'll make sure we highlight him so we really know. So he is right there. So the one that pops up right there, he just popped up. So we'll keep on going. So what we look at the first 25 is, he went out pretty quick. It looks like it was 12.6 for that first 25. He took 9 strokes. Tempo was about 1.58. And he was getting a lot of distance per cycle, like at 3.31 yards. He was underwater for about 10 yards. So, you get 15 meters per 25. So here you can start to see, he breaks out pretty short on this one. He's 4.96 yards, so about half as far as he went on the first one. He's, on this 25, he gets up to a tempo of about 14. He's got this kind of loper stroke. His head's coming way high out of the water. I mean, you can see right there. So he's kind of at that angle right there, which, that much on the back end is going to drop. And I understand a lot of kids like this loper stroke because they see a lot of the fast Olympians doing it. But most of the kids doing it, what happens is this. You can see how that elbow enters in first and then the hand. And he just doesn't have the kick. You can see here too, again, basically elbow first and then the hand. He just doesn't have the kick to, you can see the kick kind of dies a little bit every now and again. And he just doesn't have the kick to really maintain it. So you should just try to get a little bit higher on the water and drop the loper stuff. So second lap, you can see he's up to 15 strokes. So went 14 to 15. Another yard shorter on the breakout. He's breathing off of at every breakout when he should probably be about 2 to 3 strokes before he takes a breath. You want to figure that, the fastest you are is when you're going into the pool and you dive in the pool off the blocks and then off the turns. And when he comes up here, so you'll see him come up right around the flags, takes a breath. Every time you take a breath, it opens you up to about 3 to 4% increase in drag at the point when you are the fastest. So if you just, hold it a little bit longer, take a little bit, suck it up a little bit, take the pain, and try not to take that breath for 1 to 2 strokes, you can see a pretty big increase in speed. Again, this lap up to about 15 strokes, again, shorter on the breakout even more. It looked like he came up around the flags. And you can see it looks like his stroke is getting shorter. So here we go into the 5th lap. And, the first 100, he split about 58.1. And then you'll get to see what he splits on the second half. So this lap, 16 strokes. So, his distance per stroke is really starting to crater. Again, the shortest kind of distance that he had for the breakout, right at around 2 yards. So, inside the flags, or right at about the flags. So then we go into the next lap. Again, 16 strokes for the next lap. Tempo's, speeding up. It's 1.68. So he's, going faster, but tempo's going faster, but he's getting less distance per stroke. And then again, breath out of the turn. That loper 16 again. Tempo's about 1.6, so it's starting to slow down a little bit. You can see him starting to get caught a little bit. That happens when you start getting tired. So he picked up the pace a little bit on that length. 2.7 seconds for the breakout, about 4.4 yards. So he got a little bit more distance back on the breakout on this last 25. But yeah, that's something that he'll want to work on. Try to take advantage of that 15 meters that he's got. And then the second half of the race, he was 103.5. So, it's almost 5.5 seconds difference from front to back. A lot of that is, some of it's probably conditioning, training, his age, and then some of it is technique. You're not going to be able to build your technique up where it overcomes, or build your fitness up where it overcomes bad technique. And that would be one of the things that he would want to work on, would be trying to get rid of that, loper stroke where, he's going up and he's going down, elbows are entering in first. That's all stuff that's just creating a tremendous amount of drag and just killing any efficiency that he could possibly have, and really killing any gains in fitness that he might be making. They'll all get eaten up by that inefficiency in his technique. So, as always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the pool soon.